So some of you may know that I live in a motorhome, and while I'm out living on the road, I can't really hold a normal job. But I had to come home because of a knee injury and a few other things, and while I was home, I decided to make some extra money. So in this video, I'll walk you guys through on how I flip cars for profit. I usually start by looking for a car, and I do this on a website called IAA, which is an insurance auction website that gets cars from insurance claims, charity donations, or towed away cars. This time around, I picked out 4 cars that I would bid on, which was a 2013 Chevy Equinox with 160,000 miles, a 2008 Ford Escape with 98,000 miles, a 2010 Crown Vic with 140, and lastly a 2002 Toyota Highlander with 125,000 miles and mostly cosmetic issues. I ended up bidding on the Highlander and missing out from the Crown Vic since it was after the Highlander, and I've already won the highest bid for the Toyota. Here we go. Here's the Toyota. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. It's like gambling. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's a lot. My highest bidder? I think I'm highest bidder. Yippee! Highest bid. $1,000. $1,050. Oh, but the Vic though. I want to see the Vic. I want to see the Vic. What is the Vic gonna be at? 725. Oh, I should have got the Vic. Fuck. 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 Oh, I should have got the Vic, bro. No. No. God damn. I should have got the fucking Crown Vic. God fucking damn it. Now, even though I actually won the auction, I still had to wait for the seller to accept my bid. They really only decline your bids if they didn't really like your bid price and they think they can get more money for the car in the next week auctions. So it is 3:40, same day, and they accepted my bid. You see, it comes out to $1,700 just on all their bullshit fees. Remember, I bid $1,000. I won the highest bid for $1,000, and they took $700 in fees. Plus the $200 membership renewal that I have to pay. So we're at $1,900 for a 2002 Toyota Highlander. There's another way they try to get more money out of you. If I select PayPal, oh, there's a cash discount of $80. So if I don't pay with cash or a wire transfer, then I have to pay an extra $80. But if I get a cashier's check, the $80 goes away. And now since I am doing the cashier's check, I'm saving $80. I'm gonna use that $80 to get a trailer and actually tow this thing home. I think I bought around 7 cars from this company, and those 7 cars I've driven every single one home, and every single time something bad happens. The car either bogs out, battery's either dead, gotta buy a new battery, car stalls, doesn't start. A lot of bad things can happen. And also, I don't have insurance on the cars. I don't have registration on the cars. And I haven't gotten pulled over yet, but I'm about to go to the bank, get a cashier's check for this amount. Tomorrow, we're getting the trailer, and then we're going to pick up this car. So I'm at the U-Haul right now. They didn't actually have a full trailer, so we got the little tow dolly, but that's fine because this is a front-wheel drive car. We're all hooked up, and we're about to head to the insurance auction right now. I got my dad driving, so... Thanks, Dad. So we have just arrived at the IAA auction branch site. Paid with the cashier's check. Came out, where is it? $1,700 total. And there was an additional $40 fee that they didn't register until today. In-branch payment fee and DMV paperwork fee. Paperwork is set up. It should take around 3 weeks. Title will come in the mail. And now we just have to wait. They actually... Ooh, they might have my car right there. They actually take your car, pick it up on a forklift, and you have to load it up and get rid of it yourself. I got the trailer already, and like I said, they're gonna come out here with the car. Some of them will actually just put the car right on the trailer. Others will just put it right in front. It really just depends on what work you get.
Congratulations, bro.
Sweet.
There you go. That look good? That looks clean. Hell yeah, congratulations. You can tell from a Toyota right one and crank. That's it.
That's the beauty he bought. Seems to be running great. Clean interior. Met some cool dudes while doing it. It's got the JBLs. Oh my, it's got tweeters and everything. Now we gotta strap her up, get her home, and then we'll actually take a deep look into this thing, but it does have some little damage, some rust. We can fix all that. Let's get her strapped in and we're going home. I'm glad they were here because I've never had them loaded on a trailer. Got her all loaded up. Let's go home. Well, we just made it home. Got her all unstrapped. Let's get this thing in the driveway. And from the looks of it, the car was in very good shape.
Y'all like to talk a little bit out there, a little bit. But y'all gotta talk a little harder than that, a little harder. If you look good tonight, let me see you break it down like this. Bend over to the front, touch your toe, by that thing coming down again. Low. Bend over to the front, touch your toe, by that thing coming down again. Low.
Now you guys probably saw this thing's got a full JBL system and it sounds good. And from the looks of this car is looking like a very good flip, but we gotta go return the U-Haul and then we're gonna fully dive into this thing. Now before I really get into this car and find everything that's wrong with it, I gotta rinse it off because you can see it is filthy. Now whoever owned this car fucking sucked at driving. There's not much here. Like, it feels like every part of this car has some sort of scratch or scrape or dent. Like every corner of this car got hit. And that might be a problem. That hole right there, I gotta check if it's leaking after I just sprayed it down. Yeah, we do have a lot of cosmetic work to do. Yeah, they hit everything. God. Every single little... I mean, it could be worse. Could be worse. I hate to complain, but they hit this car a lot. Now, mechanically, we already saw this thing run, and it runs beautiful. Maybe not beautiful. It got a little shaky when I got into reverse. Fires right up. It's quiet. No check engine lights. The AC even works. Let's drop the temp. It's already cold. Like, it's already cold. It runs amazing. Now let's check for heat. Yeah, the car just started, so we're gonna have to check that later. Well, while we wait for the heat to work, let's go see if there's anything strange with the engine. The oil looked like it was just changed with no froth coming from the cap. I haven't been able to say that in fucking 20 tries. Changed with no froth from the transmission fluid seemed good with no discoloration or burning smells. Coolant was good, brake fluid was a little black and could use a refresh. And lastly, the power steering looked very good. The battery was actually brand new and the air filter was a little dirty, so I just cleaned it out with the air compressor. And now back in the car, it is getting pretty hot in here. Oh, it says the outside temp. The engine was also very healthy, so I didn't even check the spark plugs, but for some reason, I thought it was running rough in reverse and drive, but I later found out that it would be engine mounts. Now for a higher mileage car, I still wanted to run seafoam through the engine to get rid of any buildup and just really clean out everything, including the exhaust, to make the car run even quieter. Got the seafoam contraction hooked up, and I'll just spray this bottle till it's empty. And we just emptied the cam, let the engine shut off, and let it sit for 15 minutes to hot soak. So it's been about 15 minutes, we just let it sit there. And now it's time to literally just rev the shit out of it. Yeah, that was not bad at all. I've done this to a lot of cars. The theory is the more smoke, the worse the engine was. And I had an old Cadillac that smoked like crazy. And after inspecting pretty much every part mechanically of this car, it was time to actually drive it. I do have to say this is slightly illegal. I don't have plates or insurance. I have proof of purchase in my license, but I'm just going to take this around the neighborhood just to strictly see what's wrong with it. And to see how fast it goes. It's so quiet in here. This car is like amazing, I have to say. AC's blown cold. Has power seats. Also has heated seats, heated leather. This thing's fucking decked out, dude. It's got cruise control. It's still got washer fluid. That should be good. Oh, fuck! Okay, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be so tough with the camera. So suspension seemed amazing. There was a weird clunk in the back, which I don't think will be a problem. It could have just been how the car rides. Brakes seemed fine. They're a little squishy because of that brake fluid. There's a little bit of water in there. Brake check. The brakes work. No weird acceleration problems. No weird idling when stopped. There's nobody around us. Let's see what this Toyota's got. Alright, that wasn't 60. I'm still on a residential road. Tires are also 2019, so they're a bit old, but tread is still good. No overheating problems or really anything else strange with this car. Honestly, everything just seems fine. The only mechanical issue I could see for right now is those engine mounts. Now this thing has 5 engine mounts. One down there, one in the front, back, and then there's a torque strut. It likes to flex a lot right there, and you can actually see the engine twisting. So I spent, what, $20 some on a new torque strut mount, and if that doesn't fix it, we're just gonna live with the problem. Because that's a bitch you get to, and that's a bitch you get to, and these are even worse, and they're like $200 for everything. Oh God. Please don't snap. It's moving. Oh? No, it just didn't crack. Just slowly went. Oh. So that's the bottom. That's loose. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, you can see this is the torque strut. It's completely done for. All along there, even right there too. Ooh. I think that might just be so you can literally push it in. And now that we have the very little mechanical work we actually had to do to this thing, I mean, that's what you get when you buy a Toyota. But now that we got all the work done to this thing, we can finally start cleaning, and I'm gonna start with the engine bay. we go. Always brings it together. I think I sprayed more like coating or paint off than actually cleaning it. You can see all the plastics and everything look a lot better. Metal still looks like shit, but it was just a quick wipe down, nothing too crazy, just enough to see somebody at least attempted to take care of this engine bay. And now that we got this done, let's move into the interior. Why did I just find a fucking shank in here? You guys can see we are done with cleaning the interior. Got everything wiped down really well. You can see for the back and the front we got a little bit of before and after. The rear actually came out very good. Almost looks brand new. The front is a tiny bit more stained, but it still came out really well. And I still gotta put the seat covers on, but I'm gonna wait for that. And the rear is looking very good. Even got the cargo hider cleaned up a bit. Still a little dirty, just stained. Most of this car, the stuff that I couldn't get out is simply just stained. And now that we got the inside looking nice, we got the engine bay looking nice, it's time to move on to the exterior of this car, which is probably the worst part about it. And I've checked, this is not leaking, at least when I rinse it down, and every time it's rained it hasn't leaks. So let's start with getting this big ass dent out. Let's just see. Oh fuck. Well, this is gonna be a lot harder than I thought. So most cars, the bumper is just an open bumper underneath. It's got some sort of plastic guard with the crash bumper right there. So I can't even get in there to push that. So we're just gonna ignore it. Next problem I saw was this fender is a little loose, which should just be a bolt that I gotta tighten right here. You can see that's supposed to be a round circle. So I'm just gonna have to tighten the shit out of it and hope it stays. It's not too bad, but it's not perfect. I think that's just all I can do for now until I wash it. So let's wash it.
I know a place where the grass is really greener, warm, wet and wild. There must be something in the water. Sipping gin and juice, laying underneath the palm trees. And the birds break their necks, trying to creep a little sneak peek.
And now that this car is clean, you can see all of the scrapes. Oh yeah, also the limited fell off when I was washing it. It kind of just flicked off. And it's right there now. But there's so many, like look at all this. This all looks terrible. And if you're wondering, I wash this thing with dish soap, which gets rid of everything, including protectants, but it also is really good at getting rid of grease, oil, and all that crap. So we do need to put another protective layer on this before before we sell it. And now it's clean, it's time to restore those headlights, which are magically, one's clear and one's foggy. And we're gonna use some Maguire's, which I think is a 3-step process. Yeah. So let's cut to that. Now that is the side we just polished up, and that was the side that was already good. So if you can compare the two, they look pretty similar. But you can see that's a lot clearer, and the sun's also on this, so it looks like shit, but it's definitely a lot clearer. Actually, it looks like that is a brand new headlight. The actual lamps look a lot dimmer on the inside right there. So I just finished both sides. You guys can see they came out a lot better. But sun's going down, so I think I'm gonna get up tomorrow and we're gonna fix the scratches and polish this thing. So it is the next day and it's time to touch up all of these scrapes and gashes we got, specifically all the rust. And to do that, I've got Toyota 8L7, which is actually not the paint code of this car. So I did a little test run and it is pretty close. Seems like it has metallic in it, but it should match pretty nicely. I looked everywhere for the paint code, which is 8P4, and I couldn't find it anywhere, not even online. Well, online it was like $40. And this is a 3-step process. I basically just sand it / scrape it, paint it, and then clear coat it. And now we paint. Oh shit. Well, we're gonna have to see what it looks like when it dries, but that is definitely not the paint code. Yeah. Ah, fuck. It is a lot more purple. Yeah, none of the places near me had this paint code at all. So I did some snooping around the garage and I found GM Dark Ming Blue Metallic, which is actually from the Cadillac that I mentioned earlier. And it seems pretty similar. So I'm gonna go return the Toyota that I just bought, and we're gonna hope that the GM one is close enough. So I just got back from O'Reilly's and they didn't have the GM color, so we got another different brand and it is a Ford. But I compared the two in the store. This one is a lot more blue than this one. This one's very purple for some reason, so I'm just gonna hope that it matches. And if not, I don't know. That looks the fucking same. That looks literally the exact same. I didn't change anything. That's fucking nothing.
No, it's not.
That's not even
That
close.
looks like it matches.
That's not even. Oh my. Yeah, I'm watching this now. How the who? Oh my god, dude. Well, it somehow looks even more purple than the Toyota paint. So I'm just gonna rewash this thing and put some wax on it, and we're selling it because the title came in yesterday, and the sooner I get this sold, the sooner I go back to living on the road in Medea. Before I wash this car and get it all shined up, I do want to put this limited back on, which snapped right here. And this is just double-sided tape. Just threw some tape on, peel it off, and put it back on the car. I wasn't even fucking recording it the entire time. Okay, well, God damn it, I put it back on. It looks good. I'm gonna wash the car now. You guys already saw me wash the car once. There's still some dirt up there, and it's dirty along here. So I think we're just gonna do a classic little before, and there's our after with the Rain-X wash. So Now I'm pretty confident that this thing's actually clean now. Let's put a little quick wax on it. I think that's just about to be it for this car. God, this was a beautiful color at one point. It still is, but they beat the shit out of this car. Oh yeah, you can see the touch-ups. Very purple. I probably should have just ordered the paint pen online to get the correct color code, but I thought AutoZone would just have them. And I want to get this thing sold by today, so I don't feel like waiting the week or two that it takes for it to come in. Yeah, I'm going to take this thing out front, take some pictures, and we're going to get it sold. After that, I listed the car on Facebook Marketplace with a long and detailed description, basically going over everything that's been in this video, saying how the car runs great and has zero mechanical issues, and that it comes with the 3.0 V6, how the body is clean but very rough, and basically just describing the trim package. I listed it for $5,500, which I know is a lot, but I always start my prices a little too high and then eventually bring them down so I know I'm selling it for the best price. After the first day, I only got low balls in my DMs, so I lowered it to $5,250. I had a few people interested, but they never came out. So once again, I lowered it to $5,000. I had one guy come out who seemed really interested, but it was for his daughter, and I don't think she liked the car too much. I don't know why. So once again, I lowered it to $4,750, and after that, I had a guy come out who looked over the car and said it was perfect for him. He needed to downsize his monthly payment that included his car payment and insurance, so this car seemed pretty good for him. After some talking, we settled on $4,500 cash. After that, he drove away with his new car, and I walked away with $2,500 profit. I texted him after a while just to make sure there was no problems with the car, and he said there was a slight vibration in the steering wheel, and the steering wheel was also slightly off, which sounded like a simple alignment. I didn't really notice that problem because I didn't drive on main roads and I didn't even go over 45 miles per hour. And I think that's gonna about wrap up this video. Yeah, I just want to make this video to maybe help some people out there and also just show how I make money while living in this thing with no proper corporate job. I also have to say, this is the best car I've ever flipped. I flipped maybe 8 cars. This one by far didn't need nearly as much work as any of them. This was the most money I profited from it. Usually cars sell for around like 1.5, 2,000 profit, but this was 2,500, which was very good. So if you want to try this method, expect some more work. There's usually a lot more work. This car was just kind of insane how simple it was. Yeah, next time I upload, I'll be back on the road. So, I'll see you guys then.
You the one who ducking from a drive-by. My niggas unemployed, selling drive-bys. I serve the face, I serve the face. I serve